The sun rose over the African savannah, casting gold across Mama Asha's solitary hut. Her life was a quiet rhythm, shaped by the land and the memories of family now far away. Each morning she tended her small garden, her hands skilled and sure despite their age. The work was hard, but it gave her purpose and peace. Her solitude was filled with the hum of nature and the strength of a life well lived. At night, loneliness sometimes crept in, but she found comfort in the beauty around her, the dew on a spider's web, the call of distant animals. She missed companionship, the warmth of another voice, but her spirit remained bright. Mama Asha saw wonder in the smallest things and extended kindness to every living creature. She was part of the land, and the land was part of her. Life, she believed, was a sacred story, and she lived her chapter with quiet dignity. One afternoon, while gathering firewood, Mama Asha heard a faint, desperate cry. She followed the sound to a shadowy crevice between boulders. There she found a trembling, white-furred baby baboon, its leg trapped beneath a rock. The creature's pink eyes met hers, wide with fear. Mama Asha's heart softened. She saw not a beast, but a lost child. She spoke gently, soothing the baboon as she worked to free its leg. With effort, she shifted the rock and lifted the fragile animal into her arms. Its leg was bruised but not broken. The baboon nestled into her, trust blooming in that moment. She decided to take him home, unable to leave him alone. As she walked back, she whispered, "I will call you Kajjani, my little brave one." A silent understanding passed between them, two lonely souls finding connection. Mama Asha knew her life was about to change. She carried Kajjani home, determined to care for him. The savannah watched as a new bond was born. In the quiet of her hut, she tended his wounds and offered comfort. The white baboon, once a ghost in the wild, had found a family. And Mama Asha, once alone, had found a companion. Days with Kajjani brought new light to Mama Asha's world. At first timid, he soon became her constant companion, mimicking her in the garden and riding on her shoulder to the stream. Kajjani's cleverness shone, fetching dropped items, climbing trees for fruit and offering comfort when her back ached. Laughter returned to Mama Asha's home, her loneliness replaced by joy. At night, Kajjani curled at her feet, a warm presence in the darkness. Their bond deepened, a language of affection and support. For Kajjani, Mama Asha was his world. For her, he was a reminder of love's power to heal. Together, they formed an unusual but complete family. Their shared life became a tapestry of belonging, woven strong by love. News of Mama Asha's white baboon spread quickly to the village. At first, curiosity drew villagers to watch from afar, marveling at the gentle bond between woman and animal. But fascination soon turned to suspicion. Kajjani's appearance unsettled many. Whispers grew. Was he a bad omen, a spirit, or a sign of witchcraft? The village elder, Jabari, urged caution, but fear took root. Children were warned to stay away, friendly greetings faded to wary glances. Mama Asha felt the sting of isolation deepen, her community's warmth replaced by cold suspicion. She clung tighter to Kajjani, whispering, "They do not understand, but we have each other." Her world shrank, but her love for Kajjani only grew. The villagers' fear built invisible walls around her. Yet in her heart, she knew the truth of their bond. She found strength in their togetherness. And so, they faced the world, just the two of them. As seasons passed, Mama Asha's strength waned. Her steps slowed, her breath grew short, and illness took hold. Kajjani sensed her decline, staying close, bringing her water. His eyes filled with worry. One morning she could not rise. Fever consumed her. Kajjani, frantic, tried to rouse her but realized he needed help. Overcoming his fear, he raced to the village, desperate to save her. In the marketplace, he screeched and gestured, pleading for help. But the villagers saw only a wild, feared creature acting erratically. Panic erupted. They armed themselves, seeing a threat, not a plea. Kajjani's cries went unheard, his desperation mistaken for menace. The villagers' fear boiled over, blinding them to his true intent. He was not a monster, but a loyal companion, fighting for his mother's life. In their terror, they failed to see the hero before them. Kajjani's hope faded as the villagers closed in. Mama Asha, alone in her hut, drifted in and out of consciousness. Her only hope was the little ghost baboon she loved. But the world outside did not understand. The villagers trapped Kajjani, throwing a net over him and locking him in a wooden cage. His cries, filled with grief and fear, were met with cold satisfaction. They congratulated themselves, blind to the true tragedy unfolding. Back in her hut, Mama Asha's life ebbed away. In her final moments, she dreamed of Kajjani, her son, her friend. She passed quietly, her last thoughts filled with love. The fire in her hearth died, and silence settled over her home. Kajjani, caged and heartbroken, felt the moment her light was gone. The wind whispered through the grass, carrying sorrow across the savannah. Two souls once united were now separated by misunderstanding. The next day, young Keto noticed the stillness at Mama Asha's hut. He alerted Elder Jabari, and together with others, they found her peacefully gone. Signs of her life with Kajjani were everywhere. 2 bowls, a small blanket, a half-eaten mango. It was a home of love, not witchcraft. Keto followed baboon tracks toward the village and realized the truth. Kajjani had run for help. He rushed back, sharing his discovery with the elders. Shame and regret swept through the village as the story spread. They saw Kajjani, silent in his cage, not as a monster but as a grieving child. Led by Jabari, they opened the cage with reverence. They had failed Mama Asha and punished the one who tried to save her. The villagers' hearts ached with the weight of their mistake. They gathered to honor Mama Asha, their sorrow deep and real. Kajjani's loyalty became a lesson for all. The village was changed by the truth of his love. Redemption began with understanding. Kajjani stepped from the cage, meeting the villagers' eyes, no longer with fear, but with sorrow. He led them to Mama Asha's hut, where they honored her with a respectful burial. Kajjani remained by her grave, a silent guardian. The villagers, transformed by guilt and understanding, cared for him as Mama Asha had. He became a symbol of loyalty and courage, his story told to every child. No longer feared, Kajjani was celebrated as a hero. The village learned to look beyond appearances to see the heart within. Mama Asha and Kajjani's story became a fable of love, misunderstanding, and redemption. It taught that love bridges all divides, and courage can be found in the most unexpected hearts. Kajjani, the ghost of the savannah, became the guardian of memory, a quiet promise of hope.